Good day. I have no idea if it's showing up reasonably. Hopefully you can see what's going on. So you have a page, and on that page it says unitary rates, types of relationships, and graphing. And on it, it has some data for the heating curve of Rockfordium. So first thing is, you've got to put in a title, and it says heating curve of Rockfordium. Then you darken this axis. You use a ruler, make the y-axis darker, and then make the x-axis darker. Now, the hardest thing about graphing is setting up your spacing of units. And typically when you have time involved in graphing, it goes on the x-axis. So I've written down time, and then I've said MIN in brackets, the units. Up the right-hand side, I'm going to say temperature in some of my neatest printing, and I go degrees Celsius. Now I know I have 30 squares across here, and my time goes from 0 to 6. So I go 0, I'm going to go over 5 squares, put a 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 5, and a 6. So I was fortunate, but I'm able to stretch the data out this way. If you'd made every 4 squares worth a minute, that would be fine as well. Now, temperature-wise, I could start, I don't necessarily need to start at 0, but in this case I can. And I'm just going to make every square equal a degree. But I'm not going to mark off every square, I'll mark off every 5th square. So I'll go 5, and 10, and 15, and 20, and I'm going to go up until I get to the 40. It helps to know how to count. So that should be 25. That should be 30, nothing like brain damage. 35, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I've labeled the x-axis time, y-axis temperature, I've set up all the numbers, and now I'm just going to plot. And I'll plot some of them, you'll get the idea. And then I'll turn the camera off and resume. We'll see how fast we can do it. So 0 says 10.4, and so I like to use a dot. Some people like to use an X, either is fine. 0.5 is halfway up here, and it says 13.2. And so I put a dot about there. And then I have 15.7. And so I go like so. 18.0. So I'm right on the line there. 20.9. So approaching 21. I'm hoping things are showing up. 23.5. 25.1, 27.0. So I'm just going over to the time and then up to the temperature and putting in my dot. Then I have 29.1 and 33.2. Okay. And then I have 35.4. And I have 37.8 right here. And finally 41.3. So there's 41.3 like that. So I've now plotted it. I'm going to stop this video. Hopefully you can see the dots. And the next thing is I'll show you how to do a line of best fit.